The Story of Civilization, Part 2, The Life of Greece, being a history of Greek civilization from the beginnings and of civilization in the Near East from the death of Alexander to the Roman conquest, with an introduction on the prehistoric culture of Crete by Durant. Chapter 9, The Common Culture of Early Greece. Section 6, Retrospect. Looking back upon the multifarious civilization whose peaks have been sketched in the foregoing pages, we begin to understand what the Greeks were fighting for at Marathon. We picture the Aegean as a beehive of busy, quarrelsome, alert, inventive Greeks, establishing themselves obstinately in every port, developing their economy from tillage to industry and trade, and already creating great literature, philosophy, and art. It is amazing how quickly and widely this new culture matured, laying in the 6th century all the foundations for the achievements of the 5th. It was a civilization in certain respects finer than that of the Periclean period, superior in epic and lyric poetry, enlivened and adorned by the greater freedom and mental activity of women, and in some ways better governed than in the latter, and more democratic age. But even of democracy, the basis had been prepared. By the end of the century, the dictatorships had taught Greece enough order to make possible Greek liberty. The realization of self-government was something new in the world. Life without kings had not yet been dared by any great society. Out of this proud sense of independence, individual and collective, came a powerful stimulus to every enterprise of the Greeks. It was their liberty that inspired them to incredible accomplishments in arts and letters. In science and philosophy, it is true that a large part of the people, then as always, labored and loved superstitions, mysteries, and myths. Men must be consoled. Well, there's more to mythology than just consoled. But it does, myth's supposed to instruct us. It serves purposes. Despite this, Greek life had become unprecedentedly secular. Politics, law, literature, and speculation had one by one been separated and liberated from the ecclesiastical power. Philosophy had begun to begin a naturalistic interpretation of the world and men, of body and soul. Science, almost unknown before, had made its first formulations. The elements of Euclid were established. Clarity and order and honesty of thought had become the ideal of a saving minority of men. A heroic effort of flesh and spirit rescued these achievements, and the promise they held from the dead hand of alien despotism and the darkness of the mysteries, and won for European civilization the trying privilege of freedom. Sometimes the secularization and so-called freedom actually restricts us a bit more. People tend to be a bit more obsessive with the secular aspect and than they would if they were modest, they did a little ritual here and there, and actually did things better structured to have the feeling, and then go about their day.